What's up, YouTube? Coming back with an update on my truck. I think it's been about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks. Actually, I lied. It's been probably about a month since the last time I recorded and did a video on this, just because we got so far behind on work here. Stuck sitting in the corner over here, not getting very much done to it. But got some springs painted. It's not related to my truck, it's just looking at some of these parts laying around. Currently working on a headlight overhaul, I guess you can call it. Got some of these plastic, what do you call them, bezels or guts for force tape. So just fitting them in there. Not all the bolt holes line up all the time. Gotta sometimes, bore out some of the holes or move some of them, or line up the best 2 or the best 3 and then figure out the rest. So doing that, gonna finish off with a nice little chrome trim. And then run the wires, mount them all up. And this is actually going on a 379, so this is gonna be perfect. Everything's gonna mount just the way it should. So, besides that, I actually have a pretty cool update. Oh, blower, I don't know, HVAC or blower motor area. The blender doors on a 389 does not match from a 379 to 389. Totally different, but I'll show you. So we now have the 379- mounted in there. It is bolted. Let's see, I can go to the other side. It is nice and bolted. Kind of hard to see. I don't want to really get up on a ladder right now. I'm not in the mood. But it is bolted. All the vents are mounted in there. I had to trim this one that's on the dash side. And then there's actually a cross member down there. You can probably see it if I put the light in a certain way. The one that's right behind the fuse deal. It's right there. Oh, kind of blurry. But yeah, that one's straight ahead. I had to shave a little bit to drop this vent just a little bit more further down to suck everything down without putting everything in a bind. All the HVAC unit from the 379s and inside here. So this on a 379 is not mounted like a 389. It's in the same area, just not mounted like the same way. So it took a lot of the guts from the 379 HVAC unit and put them onto this one. Converted some stuff, ran some wiring in different directions so the air vents in the back wouldn't hit. Every vent is mounted, and the cool thing is on 379, I took the cross member from the 379, the defroster or the vents that go to the floor right here, they run through the cross member. The air runs through this cross member. I'm sure a lot of you probably know that. You Peterbilt fanatics knew that already, but it's for some of the guys that don't know, kind of explaining a little bit. So yeah, so the defroster unit is actually, or the floor vents I should say, is already pre-mounted to the cross member. I decided to figure out how to make all these other vents work without hitting stuff. I had to extend my blower motor relay. And what else? The blender unit. Took that from a 379. I don't even know if it's gonna work yet. If not, then I'll have to start rewiring it. The cool thing is there's so much room now to get behind here. So when I take these dash panels off, I'll have a lot of room to get inside this dash. Not like a 389, all this stuff's tucked underneath or in a really bad area. I'll have a lot of room to get underneath this dash. So my next thing is putting a billet plate right here, running the valves right here in this little area. Right now I'm currently stuck on mounting this somewhere. I'm debating if I should just put it underneath here, cut the hole out, put it on the bottom panel of the plastic, just have it hidden. Or I've seen a couple people, they run it and they put it to the top, which I've already moved my radio up there. This is my antenna, speakers, the key power, 12-volt power, the ground. Oh, that's gonna be on the top now. There's no room on the panels. I have too many switches and gauges going on down here to put the radio and the AC stuff right there on the panels like they would in a 389. So that's what it's looking like so far. I'm gonna get chrome vents to cover all this, so it's gonna look real neat. I have chrome vents there, chrome vent there. My next issue I ran into is just actually today. On a 379, you have on this particular 379 dash, you have the vent that defrosts the side window right there. So this 389 door panel, when you close the door, it hits. So before I start doing damage to this thing and breaking it, so I'm not closing it all the way, I have to either trim this, redo the door panel, or go to 379 and do the old style little chrome trim with just the wood handle grip and move all this door stuff somewhere underneath the dash. I'm not too sure what route I'm gonna go. I already have quite a bit of time and money into this project that I'm kind of leaning away from doing more one-off custom stuff. I mean, I wish I had more money in my budget. I'd say, yeah, let's go get some custom door panels made at 100% top to bottom and redo them. As of right now, I'm gonna probably do some upholstery paint, touch it up black, make it match, take the wood grain off, maybe put a stainless cover or something right there and blend it in a little bit. The rest of my interior I actually did. So the carpet back here is black. The upper portion, everything else is gonna be exactly how this dash is. I did spend the money and did all that. That's why I'm kind of tapped out at the moment. So everything on the top will be black. And floor I already got it mocked up. Took everything off. Got my hose mocked up. Got my rear panel mocked up. That's at powder coat at the moment. I'm gonna drop that back in and figure out the rest. As of right now, this is actually mounted. Pretty stoked. Gives me a little bit more motivation to continue moving forward on this project. So we shall see how it's gonna be turning out pretty soon. My dash panels are getting custom cut out of billet aluminum, so I should have those here in maybe in the next couple days. I'll be able to start this truck and make sure everything's gonna function and work, and then from there start throwing in my bottom area interior pieces, and then the back portion and the roof and the rest of the stuff. I can't go too far down because I have to throw the floor in, and it's a lot easier to put that floor in when you have all of these bottom stuff, bottom panels and bottom dash area is completely out of the way. So I'll have to hold off until I get the floor back in here. And it's gonna be a few weeks before I can get that in here, because after it gets done with powder coat, it's gonna go to Jake over here in Fresno, and he's going to pinstripe it. So we'll see how this is gonna turn out. It's probably at least another 4 weeks away from being finished. Hopefully beginning of January after New Year's, I have this thing almost pretty much wrapped up. Maybe not the door panels 100%, but everything else should be completely thrown in here. So just thought I'd get a little update. That's the dash. It's got leather stitched and wrapped. I don't know what do you call that material, but similar material how the Dodge Laramie pickups, Chevys, these, you know, high-end pickups come with the dashes all stitched up and wrapped. Similar finish. That's what it's looking like. So it's coming along little by little. A few more weeks. For now, definitely gonna finish up these headlights.